Whoa, I see you guys already in the comment section, tussling with each other. Tussling. Again, the title is just the title to get your attention. Drop your city and state in the chat, if you will, please. Again, I wrote down some notes. I already see y'all going back and forth. Relax. Shannon Sharpe does have kids, if you guys didn't know that. They're all grown, okay? Shannon Sharpe is 55 years old, same exact age as Stephen A. Smith. But who look like somebody daddy? Stephen A. Smith or Shannon Sharpe? And y'all know what I mean. Like, not daddy, like, ooh, daddy, like, look like somebody old daddy, okay? I wanted to go over this because there's this classic mindset and thinking. If you guys can hear me and see me, drop a one in the comments, please. That'd be great. Drop a one in the comments if you can hear me and see me in your city and state. We have a tendency to think our way is the right way. It's the only way. And if you don't live like me, I mean, you're not doing it right. Clearly, you're not doing it right. Okay. And I look at the Chad Shannon Sharpe conversation as Dave Ramsey versus Robert Kiyosaki. I know people hate me bringing those two up together in the same sentence. I could even go Dave Ramsey and Grant Cardone, right? I could even do that. But I want you to understand the differences, right? And we're going to kind of break down the differences, because what happens is people apply one part of life, one technique, and they never grow from that technique. So I just want to kind of break it down across to you a little bit. And I would put Chad in a preserve hold position. Now, many people say, Ericka, no. Chad Ochocinco is beyond. He's what we call miserably a miser. He's what we call the miserably wealthy, like uncomfortably wealthy, like people who are, like literally, if you listen to his interviews, I'm gonna take a girl to McDonald's. I'm gonna take her to the hood. I'm gonna put her on Spirit. I'm gonna do all these things, and so there's this kind of sad miser to him, right? There's this Scrooge McDuck to him, right? Now, again, he did make $49 million, of course, in his career, Chad Ochocinco, and he's preserved 83% of it. Keyword, preserved. Didn't go create more money. Isn't a billionaire now. Isn't net worth 100 million? Because if you want to go there, the net worth of Shannon Sharpe is 14 million. The net worth of Oche Chadcinco is 15 million. So Chad is in a position where he is slowly just preserving, and he's only 45 now, and he's got 8 kids. He got a little baby. So he's starting that trend again, okay, right? That more kids, longer future, etc., etc. But I want y'all to understand there's a mentality, and I don't even call it a penny pincher. I really call it a miser. I mean, it's really like, even the Jewish speak against people being like that, right? I mean, literally, the fire movement had all these people being, eating cheese sticks in a closet with no furniture just so they can say they retired. I mean, it's like it's actually a spoiled kind of mindset, right? It's a spoiled kind of milk, like like spoiled milk, like pathetically cheap, right? For no reason, right? Because it's kind of a shrink to fit down into this space, right? This shrinking down. And again, they just showed a bunch of other NFL players that were on American Airlines, taking pictures and all stuff. Because people were shocked they actually fly regular planes. I fly private. I've flown semi-private. It's not as expensive as you think, because there's so many pilots who don't want to work for the big airlines. But it does cost money. If these mofos don't quit calling this phone, I'm telling you. So part of my kind of dissertation was showing you that people can be in different seasons of life, but really it's the mindset that prohibits them from growing. So we're gonna put Chad in the preserve, Scrooge McDuck, penny pinch, hold position, right? We're gonna put Shannon Sharpe in the abundance mindset, Robert Kiyosaki, create money mindset. Let's just go there. Shannon Sharpe got 2 grown ass kids, a daughter and a son, grown, okay. Like graduated with honors out of college, grown and gone, 26 or 27, like this year's, right? And he has this on his Instagram. You can go look it up yourself, right? You can look up all this stuff, all this documents. And again, he's been out of league for many years. Chad Ochocinco been out a year, 12 years. They were having this discussion, and I respect Chad's stance on it because majority of football players come from poor families. They're carrying all these people, and they're going to have to reduce their lifestyle because the average person is only going to play in the league 3 years. So you got to get real with yourself, right? But Shannon Sharpe has been on with Skip for 7 years now, making $3 million a year for 7 years. And I would say at least 6 of the 7 years. I don't know about that first year. I think they had to shake it out first. And so you're talking about 21 million, perhaps. And I want you to understand, if you look at who Shannon Sharpe hangs out with outside of the Skip and the ESPN, he's hanging out with white ladies in hedge fund groups. He's dating ladies from hedge fund groups and investment places. You're not dating ladies who are airhead cheerleaders. He's not trying to take some woman to McDonald's for conversation. Excuse me. And this is important conversation, and people are saying, well, what does that matter, Ericka? Let Chad date hood rats and ratchets and poor girls if he wants to. For sure. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. But again, I want you to pay attention to who they're hanging out with and who they're speaking with. Because when you start hanging out with different types of people, your mindset becomes different. You can create wealth. You can create opportunities. You can invest your way out. You can enjoy life. You can enjoy the small things. And I really want to go there for a second. The average black man, especially the black men that play in sports, don't live long. Average, they are out here dropping dead at 57, 60. Now, I'm not going to accuse people of why. CTE does play a part. But another part played in that as well is steroid use. They've been playing sports for so many years and large hearts, all kind of reasons, right? So money is everywhere, right? People with money are everywhere. They're just not where you are, right? I just left a real estate event where the house flipper, had, just modified this house. And as I drove around the neighborhood, I'm like, there's 5 other more houses she could go pick up and modify as well, right? Thank you. Thank you. Somebody said it. I mean, what millionaire, first of all, let's go there. What millionaire is eating McDonald's when you know how the contents of McDonald's? Why would you put that in your body? Like, I just stopped at this restaurant and they were like shocked. I guess somebody came in there because it's right before lunch, dinner rush, I guess. And I forgot it's Friday. Like, I thought today was Saturday, y'all. My brain is like going on about my day. Why? Because I don't live on a 9-to-5 schedule. You know what I mean? I just don't. And so I'm in there and it's like the freshest shredded beef, fresh plantains, fresh salsa made, fresh queso. I mean, I'm like, this is amazing. And she got the bill. She's like, our lunch special. You want to do lunch? I'm like, baby, I just want to do what's good. You ain't got a lunch special me to death. I just want what's good. And so I want you to understand that there's a mindset that comes along with this shrinking ourselves down to fit in tiny spaces, right? To try to still be down with the hood, to still be down with our family. I actually have brought several of my family members to conferences with me. And you can see their face sometimes. I take them on the first day, they're tired. They're like, God, dog, that's a lot of information. Second day, sometimes they'll be like, I'm not even coming out of my room. I got to lay down. And I'm okay with that because it's my mentality that I'm refreshing every time I go to these different conferences. It's me introducing myself to all these people in these different rooms. I'm bringing my family member to expose them to more. I have one boy cousin. He's finally there. He's finally at the point where, okay, my kids are older. I started a business. I need more help. I need people to partner with and talk with. I'm like, oh, you ready to go to these events? You ready to go to these associations? You ready to invest more, heavy, higher? Welcome to the club, right? Because if you try to bring people up against their will, they'll drown, right? Not only they drown, or they might even try to kill you to take you. Like, hey, I don't want to go that way. I don't want to go that far. I don't want to go up in life. But let me tell you something. And let me be very clear. All the good things in life are uphill. All dead fish can float downstream, baby. And this is something we have a problem with in our community. And I'm gonna save it for my next show, because my next show after this one, and I ain't gonna be that long right here, is the Jeezy divorce. And I got a whole little dissertation on that, okay? But the what I want you to understand about the money aspect is creating a new life, a new persona to be in Atlanta and still be dating hedge fund chicks, Shannon Sharpe, there's a reason for that, right? It's who you're surrounding yourself with. It's who you're engaging with, right? So many young ladies are like, look how beautiful and skinny I am. And I'm out here and I'm like, but baby, where you at though? It's all proximity. It's all proximity. Are you at these investor meetings? Are you at these real estate events? Are you at these hedge fund type events? Are you at, like I used to go to, and not trying to be funny, accountant happy hours. Boy, you want to run into some men that got some money but tight as hell? Accountants. They just says, they're accountants. Now, Chad's beyond cheap. He's pathologically cheap. Like he's pathologically a miser. Like he's almost like when someone beats their legs and they get off on beating their own legs or hitting their own body, a sadist or whatever you want to call him. That's where he's at. He's that far gone into it. He's that far gone into it. Like I'm gonna be on spirit, bro. You're worth 30 million. Like here's the thing: the network of Chad is 15 million. The network of Shannon Sharpe right now is 14 million. It's beyond frugal, y'all. That's what I want you to understand. It's a deep mindset that's dangerous. It's deep and it's dangerous because they literally become unbearable as people. Unbearable. There you go. That's the word. I mean, he literally is just like, I take a woman to McDonald's. For what? What millionaire is even going near a McDonald's? Because of first of all, the danger. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what city and state you're in, the danger. And then third, fourth, what if she don't even touch McDonald's? She's like, baby, I eat salads or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I know a lot of certain type of ladies are vegetarians, and I'm okay with that. I think it's a salute to you. Get your protein where you can, sis. And so there's a mindset that goes into that you're searching for a diamond in the rough. Like I love when women be like, oh, she's so beautiful, she's so in shape. I'm like, but baby, you live in the hood, you live in trash cans. All you're gonna find is more trash men. Because it's a mindset. This advertisement to tell you to dress beautifully. You can tell all these young girls to be in shape and dress beautifully, but if they live in the hood, the proximity of men they're going to encounter are hood boogers. Okay, like what are you talking about? Okay, so it's a mindset, and you take yourself to places where people think like you. And this is why we see the Dave Ramsey, Robert Kiyosaki battle, the Dave Ramsey versus Grant Cardone, because it's abundant. It's money everywhere. You've decided in America you only want to make 40. You've decided you only want to make this. I just left 2 days in a row now. Yesterday I was at an event. A brother came up to me, started talking. We're talking. There's several black people in there. And this, I'm going to tell y'all, this is how powerful these meetups are, that when people say, why do you even go to meetups, Ericka? I'm like, because that's where the money and the people are. I go to the meetup. One of the brothers there has $1 million fencing company. Now, I didn't want to insult him, but I said, oh, you do residential? You do all these houses? He looked at me. He said, oh, no, sis, I ain't did residential in years. It's like, I only do commercial bids. He's like, oh, yeah, I mean, I only do $1 million and up. And as I'm talking to this brother, I realized, it's refreshing to him to be able to really talk about it. Because I'm like, oh, yeah, tell me about it. Da, da, da. Like, he was really, like, happy to talk to someone about his $1 million fencing business. And so we were talking like, well, you can go build. I'm going to save some more conversation. But long story short, he could build new construction in this area we were talking about. We were going to go see it. Well, then that's one brother. Well, then I'm in there with another brother. He's African, he's married, and he's a PA. He's a physician's assistant. He literally took one course from the guy we're in for. He literally bought a strip of land and completely developed, like on a piece of paper. It's all entitled. I'm not going to bring it down too heavy. I'll bring your bun. It's a cul-de-sac where all the duplexes are on one side of the street. He did that for $150 in like less than 2 months. He's a whole PA. Most people are saying, oh, it's because they have money, Ericka. That even though they're doing well financially, they can always do more. They can pour their money into other investments. They can create wealth. There was a black woman in her name, Mary. Very quiet, sitting back, chilling. End up talking to Mary. Mary done designed multi-million-dollar houses. Her and her husband. Guess where they used to live? Florida. Then they lived in Houston. Then they came here. Okay. Another black man there. He owns a barbecue place here. I'm trying not to give his business away. He owns a barbecue shop here in Dallas, Texas, a food truck and a location. And he's been buying land lots. He just usually holds them for a couple years and sells them because Dallas has been jumping for years. So he bought one for 73. Within a year, it was worth 90. It's like, well, dang, that's moving fast. The neighborhood went from $300,000, $400,000 houses to $700,000, $800,000 houses. The same builder who sold it to him came back and asked to buy it from him for $170. I said, sir, if the builder's trying to buy it back from you for $170, it's worth more than that. Just facts on facts. Now he's used to just turn around and sell the land, get a little cash money because he's held it for 2 years or more. And he's happy with that. But now he's like, I can do this myself. That's right, sir. You can build your own wealth. You in Dallas, you see all this stuff going on, you can build your own wealth. There were 2 young Hispanic, Latino one was white, young kids there. I call them kids because they were barely 21. But they took the same class. And they were like, well, we found this land and we're going to make a subdivision. Immediately, people were like, that's a lot to take on. They're like, well, we're going to do it in phases. And I didn't want to put fear in them because they're so young and anything is possible. They've already got the mapped out. They already went to the city. They've been going back and forth to the city for months. They've got it all mapped out. They just don't got a lot of money. And so my whole point of this whole Shannon Sharpe Chat is Ocho Cinco is once you get to a certain level up here, you start surrounding yourself with people who are wealthy, with people who help you create wealth, with people who help encourage you to buy investments. Chad is in a preserved mindset. He's only 45. Old boy may live to 70. I'm not saying this money can't preserve for the rest of his life because you can live off interest if he's putting in the right 10 to 20% time thing. But if it's already reporting online, his net worth around 15 mil. I told y'all read that book. Okay, that dude Peter that died, he talked about get wealth or die trying or some ridiculous book. But basically he was talking about 2 to 3 million is uncomfortably poor. And at first I said, damn, that's harsh. But now that I've been out here long enough, I sat beside another man and he was also black. He built 3 properties and the valuation on them went up, right? The neighborhood, all the thing around started being developed. He said, man, those 3 properties, I've been holding them because it's taking them longer to finish than he thought. He's like, dude, if I sell all 3, I will have almost $2 million. He's like, but then I got to go out and start again. Dang. And so as I'm talking to these people, I want you to realize, like, there's no shortage of black people doing it. You just aren't in the rooms with those people. There's no shortage of Latinos and whites. And I love that when I go to Jerome events, it brings out more black and Latinos. There's some white men there always, but a lot of black and Latino people who are doing it. And they're like, you're doing it too? Wow, let's all eat. Let's go eat dinner. Here's my number. Call me. What bank are you using? And so even though we have a society, and we'll just call it for the record, systematic racism, that kind of shelves us lower, in America, you can kind of pick and choose. You can kind of come through. If you get enough, you can kind of push through that thought process and kind of the shoving down of our communities. Why am I talking about this? Why am I bringing this up? Because I want you to understand that this is a mindset thing. This isn't a money thing, right? Because first thing you say was, well, Shannon's spending money. He's spending $50,000 on private planes. I'm Shannon Sharpe. I'm not riding on no plane with y'all. He big as hell. All that human growth hormone stuff he taking like Rocky. He huge now. And he have a little white Chihuahua pop-out dog, right? So I'm okay with that. I've seen lots of photos of Shannon Sharpe going through Atlanta airport. He takes regular flights too. But at the end of the day, I want you to understand, like, some of these private planes, like I'm on a semi-private all the time, JSX. It costs me $199 on average, if that. It's like 30 people on the plane, if that, maybe 20. Right? There's a couple other ones out of California. There's a lot more. If you're in Las Vegas, California, Los Angeles, if you're in Phoenix, there's a bunch of smaller planes, companies out there that you can catch all the time. Austin just has like 5 right now. but we're going to get, I think, 5 more coming up because of the Formula F1 and the international people that come with it. But it's an abundance mindset thing. And so when you have two people who can both be good people, talking back and forth about like, well, I got all these kids. Nobody told you to have 8 kids, Ocho. Nobody told you to do that. Now, this is that same thought process that parents go blame their children for them being even born. Well, I got all these kids. What does that matter? What does that have to do with me? You chose to have 8 kids. Shannon got 2, and they grown and going on about their life. They educated with honors. They got jobs in the healthcare field. They good. Why are you talking about me about your kids? I'm 10 years your senior. But way black men be dropping off. I might be out of here in 10 more years. I'm going to get on these private planes. I'm going to live good. I'm going to dress good. And I get that. Now, I was going to bring up, someone had put in the comments the other day that they 69-year-old parents done followed them to Texas and bought a big old house and they got bad knees. And I was laughing, but I want you to understand the mindset people have with that is, well, I'm gonna go out of here anyway. I'm gonna pass away anyway. And this is where some caution is needed. But also you got to make sure as long as your parents ain't doing no reverse mortgage, you're good, right? Because it's a lot of issues. But Chad is in a different place in life with obligations and I'm talking about little babies. So his mindset should be preserving this wealth to last for him and the next generation. But at some point, you would think instead of being a miser, instead of being a fire movement, I'm going to eat cheese and be scared to spend money, you would get to a point of, let me start investing this money so that Spirit Airlines ain't in my top choices. Taking a girl to McDonald's and see if she's loyal, she down for the trauma that, I don't know why y'all obsessed with this trauma y'all want to give these women, is she's loyal. She done been through the mud with me. Like, no woman aspires to be drugged through the ground like trash to show you she's loyal. That's some weirdo mindset stuff. That's some weirdo stuff. Let that go, brother. Get that help. Right? So again, it's not about the money, because we can go, oh, Joe made $49 million and he saved 83%. Okay, Shannon Sharpe made $44 million through football. And then on top of that, well, I think it was a little bit less, but he made close to $44 million on football. And then on top of that, he made $3 million a year with Skip Bayless. So let's stop playing. On top of the YouTube money that done poured in for the Shay Shay Club, I know he getting 100 to 300,000 a month off YouTube. Then on top of that, you're talking about sponsorships. So you want to argue with this man about taking once or twice taking a 50K flight? Man, get out of here with that. And man is grown. His kids is grown. He hanging out with hedge fund chicks. He's investing that money. Don't get it twisted. Okay, he's making deals with ESPN. Get out of here. It's crazy. Let me see some of y'all comments, because I was going to get ready to do the second show. Facts, we have volunteered and worked on NFL youth events for Super Bowl. Retired player Nate Moore told the kids and parents the average time in the league is 3.8 years, similar to the military. Facts. You're going to get on out of here and you're going to do something else. I promise you. I remember John Maxwell said this. I didn't make this up. John Maxwell said this. Everything good in your life, marriage, kids, living well, taking care of your body is uphill. This morning I got up. I didn't want to. I worked out. Boy, I was in there just sweating and crying like, Lord, how many more minutes? Oh, Lord, I only been on here 10 minutes, right? Like lifting weights. You know what I mean? I think it's after 35 or something, everybody loses muscle or whatever. You have to keep lifting and bending and all that other stuff, right? And like everything you want is on the other side of going uphill. So this mindset, and it used to be, you could just make a little bit of money, right? You have a little bit of house, and your uncle could preserve, your aunts and uncles could just stay in a little old house in the country and grow their vegetables in the garden, and they did never have to worry about making any more money, right? People didn't count in property taxes. They forgot that. They forgot how much healthcare gonna cost. That was that preserve and just hold mindset. I'm gonna sit here and drink Robitussin instead of going to the doctor mindset. Don't live like that. It's a way of living, and I get it. If you just had babies, I know a few girls who just had children and they're in a no spend challenge for the next 2 years. That's a good thing to be. Be in the house, be with them babies, don't spend a bunch of money. Great. That's great. But it's not for your whole entire life. It's for a season. It's for a season of life. He was driving a smart car. I can see that Negro doing that with 8 kids in a smart car. What sense does that make? Doesn't make any sense. Honey, yes. I mean, I used to go to those accountant happy hours. Them men with such penny pictures. And what's funny is I draw that type of person to me anyway. Almost every man I've dated is a very structured, disciplined in the gym, disciplined with their money. We attract each other because I'm usually like, let's spend it. Let's shop. Let's go on the vacation. I can create more money. I can create more wealth. Two dreamers don't usually work together because then they'll be broke sleeping in a van by the river or something. You know what I'm saying? He really does. It's creepy. And black people in our community are like, yes, yes, save your money, right? Like the first thing I thought of is black people telling this poor girl who just won $3 million, lives with her parents. Her parents were high income folks before tennis, was taking her to tennis when she's 5, gonna tell her she need to pay off debt. You old penny pinching Gen X, old ass millennials with your goofy ass answers. Make sure you pay off debt. She like, what? Debt? She couldn't even say debt right. She was like, what the hell is y'all saying? Because that's y'all problem. You didn't make good decisions. And so you're in this miser penny pinching mindset, and it won't get you where you need to go. This is funny. I'm sorry. If Chad even found himself within spitting distance of Warren Buffett, he'd tell him to respectfully get away from him with his Chad's mindset. It's backwards as hell. It's really weird. It's odd as hell. It's odd. It's very odd. Financial, just beating himself. I'm gonna flog myself. It's weird. I was a single mother and we upgraded our travel sometimes. Yeah, there you go. Listen, and I'm not listen. I know a couple women who are older and they what's the word I've been saying on my channel? They fell down pregnant at 40. I don't know how they fell down, but they did. It happens. I'm not gonna make fun of them. But they already had made a significant amount of money because they've been upper like 80 to $120,000 a year income. So they've had paid off cars. They got a house. They all the furniture paid off in the house. They just now they gotta trim it down some more. Right? There's nothing wrong with seasons of that. Honey, don't test me at no fucking McDonald's. A woman that we even want to date an NFL player knows she's got to eat way better. She's got to eat way better. I don't care if he owns 27 McDonald's. Don't take nobody to no damn McDonald's. Okay. I haven't ate McDonald's since 2007 when I got sick at a Pirates game, and the only place they could trace the food poisoning was McDonald's. I remember my nephew's like, can you take McDonald's? Hell no, I can't take. You want some Wendy's? It's just as bad, but I can't take you to McDonald's, baby. Your auntie might just die. Can't do it. What's up, New Orleans? Yeah, listen. She's used to dealing with people treating her terribly. That's all that is. And that's what they're looking for. Again, Jack Frost. Again, they've shown multiple times that you can eat shitty food and still lose weight. Some of the people you see in the NFL are genetically gifted. Your average built like a SpongeBob box man cannot eat McDonald's 3 times a week and go play in the NFL. Stop it, Jack Frost. Cut it the fuck out immediately. Is it still going in and out? I don't know. Who eats that? I really don't. That's the funny part. I really, really don't. Not since 2007. A lot of yeah, because they're broke, they're miserable, their lives are in shambles. It sounds great. Sounds great. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it should. Correct. You gotta change your circle. There you go. Those kids can also sell the approved plans. They could, but they want to make their name, and I get it. I'm okay with it. Man, these people listen to social media like it's their daddy. It's weirdo stuff out here. So a lot. They're a lot, but they don't go out here and get on 8-hour hangouts, so you don't think they exist. Don't let them bring the Concorde plane back, man. Woo. Like, please get help. For sure. Now, Chief Rocker, again, he's at a point where he's $50 million network, and again, estimation again. How do we estimate the documentation? They get it from IRS, they get it from leaked documents, they get it from banks, they get it from the internet scrambling of data. Yeah, those are weirdo stuff. Heartbroken. Listen, I don't know if you guys can hear me. Because it's tripping. It's tripping a little bit. Put a one in the comments if you can hear me and see me. But there was a who was talking about how his first wife, he was young and she cheated on him and divorced him, and then he started marrying women for money and then divorcing them after a few years and taking that money. And then the last woman, he had 2 kids by her, divorced her and took that money. And people men were in the comments like cheering this on. And I said, this guy is a walking hurt self-destruction. Basically his first wife burned him when he was young, and instead of getting help, instead of getting therapy, instead of choosing better, he's walking around society marrying women, divorcing them, and he's been married 5 times, and he's destroyed his own kids' lives, because we already see divorce destroys kids' lives. And so people are like, yeah, he's a hero. I'm like, you guys are sick. You need help. It's really weird. Oh yeah. I mean, good gracious. I can't. Y'all funny. He is. He's a miser, dude. He's a straight miser. That's just not healthy mentally. I got food poisoning, man. I can't. I was at the hospital. They checking me for roofies. They like, where'd you drink? Like, I mean, I'm like, oh, help me, Lord. Like, IVs, medication. I said, and they were like, only thing I had that day. Yes, I had alcohol because we were tailgating, but I had McDonald's. That was the only 2 things I had, was a bunch of alcohol and McDonald's. This is the thing. This is where people don't really live in reality. Like, I actually know 3 NFL football players, and we've seen them for years be like I would say 6% body fat, like just naturally, like not even trying, like naturally getting up and running every day. Like, literally, I know somebody played for the I'm gonna just say Miami Dolphins. That's the one. And he was on the bench for years, and he was listening to his girlfriend, and he went and tried out, and he went to Oakland Raiders, got put out, and then that was the end of that. But he saved all his money. But he wasn't a miser. He just saved all his money because he was like, I'm on the bench, Dad. I don't know how long I'm gonna be out here. And his daddy's like, son, we don't know. Just keep riding the bench. And he did. He did. And so, long story short, like, as long as we've all known him, he's genetically been like that. I'm talking about just lean, easy to put on muscle. I mean, if you ever meet like actual basketball players, I went to an Austin Toros game and we took pictures with the basketball players. It was like me and my friend were children standing beside these men. They were genetically 6'7", 6'9". All of them were like super tall. And again, Austin Toros is the D League for the San Antonio Spurs. I think they're Austin Spurs this year. The last 2 years they've been Austin Spurs. And so you're talking about people who are genetically gifted. We're not talking about Tyrone at work that looks pretty decent. We're talking about people who are genetically just different, right? There are some women I've seen in their 50s, genetically just been a time bomb her whole life. You're like, God, no, just beautiful. In her 50s, gray hair, don't care, size 2. Still, just they're different genetically. And so when people try to talk this stuff like, well, they eat McDonald's, they eat pizza. Like, yeah, Michael Phelps ate pizza, but Michael Phelps swam every single day for hours a day, burned like 30,000 calories or some crazy number they were saying one day. That's a different genetics. Like these, when you think you're even in the same league as a fucking NFL player, is insulting to the NFL player. You're not. That's what I'm telling you. He slept at a stadium. Like, he bragged about it. Like, I'm getting over on y'all. It's a weird mentality. Very weird. It's very weird. He used to buy fake jewelry. I'm okay with the fake jewelry. Like, I ain't gonna tell y'all, like fake jewelry, with the way I feel some of the environments people hang out in, you need to wear fake jewelry. You're gonna be hurt, attacked. Yeah. It's like you're talking about 2% of the population. That's why when people try to, compare themselves to some fitness person online, I'm like, first of all, how old is that fitness person? If they're under 30, I'm not even trying to hear it, because they're genetically, their metabolism's faster, higher. Yes, can you speed up metabolism? Yes, there's all these studies and different things. But like, even these groups I'm in where we're talking about the 10X health programs, they're running your blood. They take some of your blood. They go, we can do a couple different things here. We can run it through this machine and run it back to you. You're like, what are you going to do to it? Or you can shoot yourself up with these different vitamins. And I literally was like, I'll take the $8,000 package. But that's what you're doing. You're shooting yourself up with high level, high potency vitamins. Even then, your body's got to absorb it, right? And there's a lot of little trips, little ticks and trips I can't talk about here. But trust me, Shannon Sharpe's on all that stuff. Not just the trend, but some other stuff. You know what I mean? He on that high level stuff. I'm 6'3" and look like a child standing next to my brother who's a ball player. Yeah. People be, again, men who are 6 foot tall to 6'4". That's tall. I'm not gonna take it from you. But if you ever stand beside a 6'6" man and somebody's 6 foot tall, you be looking at that 6 foot tall brother like that ain't nothing. Like Diamond Dave came to the event. Diamond Dave plays basketball. He genetically still looks like he could go out there and play basketball and dunk on y'all. Like, it wasn't even a question. I was like, okay, yeah, this man play basketball. Wasn't even a question. So, anyways, that's my little 2 cents I have for this. There's 242 people here. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I'd love for y'all to join me for part 2 of the messy. Part 2 is the Jay-Z, the Jizzy. What's he called? Just Jeezy? Is that how? Listen, I don't listen to rap. Y'all know I don't listen to rap. Jeezy divorce. Okay. That I'm gonna go on that. There's a reason I'm gonna go on that. It's gonna be money based because it's a money based channel, but I'm bringing it up in the next 10 minutes or so. And you want to see that because I'm cutting them. My friends are 6'3", 6'4". Here's the crazy part, Tam. I was on a plane and I was talking to this black man, and he was 6'7", and he says every day that's all they keep asking him about, did he play basketball when he rides first class. He's like, no, I've always been an engineer. And it's just funny because people are like disappointed, like, huh? He's like, yeah. He took his shoes off one time on a plane because he was switching his shoes out. He had golf shoes on and switched to some other shoes. And they were like, boy, how do you find shoes? I mean, people are weirdos. People out here are very weird because genetically the average dude is 5'10" or less. He's not tall. Like, I want men to really let this shit go. Like, women only want tall men. No, there's not many tall men out here. The average dude's 5'10". The average black man's 5'9". I don't care what y'all say. When I went to Invest Fest, half the men was 5'5" and ever. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. It's crazy. I was taller than half. Me and Asia just walking around tall. Get out of here. The lies. So that's so you guys, you can join me in another 10 minutes on that one. Y'all know, listen, I don't be listening to this rap and these names. Jeezer, Jeezy, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say, the word I'm trying to say. But I'm going to go into it and why that old issue is money related as well. So thank you guys for being here. This is your girl, Ericka, Classic Climb Blog. If you haven't signed up for some of the email lists we have coming up on affiliate marketing, how to go to 0 to a million, going to definitely show that. That's a whole thing. We're doing a whole email series on it. Also, we have a free Breaking into Tech Facebook group. We have like 7,000 people in there now. Probably be at 10,000 by the end of the month, who are helping each other, connect each other jobs, connect each other to leads. It's really super helpful. If you want to join it, you can, right? And so, No, Mark, the average black man is not. Go look up the data. It'll show you the average black man is 5'9". The average black man is 5'9". Go look up the data. It'll show you. It's rare. 6 foot tall is rare. 6'2" is even rarer. Diamond Cave Dave came to the event, could have dunked on all of us. Okay, just dunking on. That's how tall he was, and it's rare. You don't even need to be that tall. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, you guys, this is your girl Ericka Classic Clown Blog. Join me in about 10 minutes on another silly one. We're gonna cut up because it's that kind of day. All right, you guys, this is your girl Ericka Classic Clown Blog. Later. I knew you was gonna say that. Kevin told y'all that. Yeah, the average woman's 5'4", and I'm taller than most photos because I'm 5'7". So yeah, I've been on dates with men who told me they were 5'8", and I was taller than them. It gets weird out here. So it's rare. It is very rare.